Sucks, man.
It
I
really
don't, I
does.
don't, I still don't know. We have our ballots. I haven't sent it in yet, but I honestly still don't know who I'm going to vote for.
I
I still don't know. I thought about writing in because I know that the Green Party candidate isn't going to be on my ticket, so I'd have to write it in
yeah.
because their official nominee is not Jesse Ventura like I thought it was. It's somebody else. Because I was actually going to vote Jesse. I was thinking about it honestly. I was thinking about voting for Ventura.
Well, I appreciate your honesty, and I appreciate you putting me on the ticket, Bruce.
but because I don't know, man. I hate standard politics, and I don't want to support either of the two who are running. I'm in basically the same boat I was in with Trump versus Hillary, where I didn't want to vote for either of them. I might have actually voted for Trump that year. I might have actually voted for Trump. I might have actually helped create this mess, and I can't believe I'm actually admitting it. But it takes a strong person to admit their faults.
You can get help, sir. We can.
Exactly.
Let's give
That's
you
what
a
this podcast is for, is to get
let's
me help.
let's give you a hug and a bowl of soup. We'll get you started, buddy.
Oh, I would never vote for him again
No,
now. I mean, shit.
no, and
But I mean, like after so much comes out and shit, and just seeing like how he does with like, because the thing is, when you hear someone say that they're gonna drain the swamp or whatever, they're gonna create a different system. Basically, when they're saying like the system as it is sucks, like part of what attracted me to him honestly was he used to be a Democrat and he switched over to be a Republican. Like he's switched parties a few times, so he's not like he didn't seem particularly connected to any one party. And honestly, that kind of is attractive to me because I don't like either party either. I don't like our two party system. I think it sucks.
no, this is
So
exactly
I
what
was
Washington warned us about.
exactly. So it's bullshit. But so when you hear someone go like, "Oh, if you elect me, it's going to be completely different." I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. It's like, okay, fine, fair shake, go for it. And then when they get in and they end up being, basically an overt racist who can't get anything fucking done except for like trying to build a wall to keep Mexicans out, which isn't even really a problem, is like, what the fuck, dude? So
Yeah,
it's just more because then at that point you're just another politician. Where because that what happens every time there's a campaign. Whether you're Biden or Hillary or Trump or it doesn't fucking matter. Bush, I don't care who you are. You get up there, you make promises. I'm going to do this, that, and the other thing, and this, that, and the other thing, and then you deliver on like not even 50% of them. And Obama did it, Clinton, every president has done it ever. And a lot of that is because of like how our system is, because we have our checks and balances, which is good, but at the same time, it makes it really hard to get any real change done. You know what I mean?
yeah, like
It's
Biden.
going to take something like earth shattering to really change shit. Like
Yeah,
earth shattering.
a pandemic's not earth shattering enough.
I don't think so. I don't think the pandemic is earth shattering enough.
Well, here's the thing.
Surprisingly. Well, let me rephrase. Not earth shattering. It has to be country shattering. Because like not like shattering, but it has to like really disrupt the status quo of the country
No,
in order for people to want it to change. That's just my opinion. Because it's worked until now.
here's the thing, man. So first off, like Biden actually even addressed part of that, like in when Trump was attacking him on the debate. He's like, you were in the White House for 8 years. You didn't do anything. Why? What happened? Why couldn't you do anything? And Biden's like, because we had a Republican Congress and a Republican
Yeah,
Senate.
exactly. Yeah, that's part of the problem is even if you have like the president that you want in there, they could be, tied down because of the other like the House or the Senate or something. Like
Yeah,
they're not gonna when you elect a president, it's not like you're electing a king that can just be like, wave their magic wand and like fucking sheep appear or some shit. Like, it's not like magic or something. I don't know.
that's the best
Don't
you
give me
got.
shit. Yeah, I love your reaction. They're like, fucking sheep. What the
Fucking
fuck?
sheep, like you can go anywhere with that. Like just like snaps his fingers. All of a sudden, we got a balanced budget on the fucking economy. Like our economy's roaring. Like there's no pandemic. He's just like I'm gonna wave a wand. And there's fucking sheep in the country.
What are we gonna do about the wool demic, sir? Think about the winters. It's gonna be hell without wool. We need the sheep. God damn it, nobody's thinking about the sheep. Why am I the only one? All right, looks like Andy's checked out of this episode, so
Uh,
I want my parka.
I'm just I'm broken. I'm more broken than I don't know how long.
All because of sheep.
Fuck you! That's the best you can do?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, sheep appear. That's where my mind went.
I love you for
So
that.
don't elect me as president is the message here. Bruce, what's your first directive? More sheep, God damn it!
Dude, I wouldn't even nominate you to run a bake sale at this point.
I don't blame you. I'd eat them all. I'd eat all the shit
Bruce,
anyway.
we're running low on lemon bars. Well, we gotta get more sheep.
Yeah. Clearly, we need more wool for this.
I don't see how that's gonna help, but I guess it couldn't hurt.
Quick, get the hammer. What the hammer?
What the? Okay.
Somebody needs a nap.
Somebody needs a coma.
Oh man.
Fucking hell, man.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
From Trump to sheep.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of what Trump supporters are kind of like.
Ayo.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, it was nice to see like an actual debate instead of like a yell fest. It's sad that it took the threat of the mute button, lingering over their heads to foster an environment for an actual debate. But hey, if that's what it takes, fuck it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's also the sense like when they announce like, hey, we're gonna have this mute button, so each representative can talk, 2 minutes, uninterrupted, blah blah blah. He's like, that's not fair. That's not fair at all. Like, how's that not fair?
Because I should be able to talk whenever I want to.
It's like, but it's like, okay, look, after that 2 minute opening, like from you and from Biden, like you're each gonna have some time that you can go back and forth on.
Yeah.
Like you still have that time, but this is just so people aren't talking over each other. We don't want to turn this into an episode of The View.
Someone do the math for him, please.
Yeah.
See, equal time on this side and over here, equal time for you. You see how? All right, balance the one. All right, cool, fair. Got it.
It's still not fair. Still
not
fair.
Fake math. It's fake math. It's new math.
It's
I don't get behind the math that they're teaching in schools today.
QAnon is saying that this is all for a pedophile ring. What?
Actually, I gotta say, I don't know what they're teaching. I think they have changed the way they teach math in school. Honestly, I'm not positive about that because I don't have kids, obviously, but
not obviously. We've been in school for a while.
Well, yeah, it's been a while. It's been a week since I've been in school, sir.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, that like after that like first debate, like if you're still undecided, like, hey, what the hell is wrong with you? And just like somebody put it best in a political cartoon. There's a guy on a tarmac at an airport, in the middle of two planes. One jet engine is on fire. The other one perfectly fine. The guy's just like looking up at the one on fire and just like it says undecided voter. It's like, well, well, good point. It's like, well, yeah, solid point.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, the Biden campaign is largely, I'm not Trump, which isn't, a very strong leg to stand on in the first place. But at the same time, like, it does make you wonder how anyone can support Trump, honestly. Like, what is it that he's doing that's so great? I don't, and I'm not, again, I don't support Trump, but I don't actively, like, hate Trump either necessarily. But what has he done? Like, what has he actually done?
As far as, like, good things for the country?
Yeah.
I can name one good thing. I can at least do that. I can at least name one good thing. Yes.
What do you got?
I forget the name of the bill, but he had signed off on something that, like I said, I forget what the hell it was called, but essentially what it would do would cause like Spotify or iTunes, like all those music streaming services, to pay artists more for their work.
Oh. Well, that's worthwhile.
I'm like, all right, you know what? Good on you. Good on you, buddy.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, of course it's about money and getting people what they deserve, I guess. Like, although, I don't know. He's a corporate cocksucker anyway. So as far as what people deserve, maybe he's not the guy you should be asking.
Yeah. But I mean, to be fair as well, like you brought up, like, well, he's not a typical politician. Like at what point, like after you like see like his track record, like he bankrupted a casino, couldn't sell water, vodka, or steak. His airline shit the fucking bed. Like at what point were you just like, this guy knows what he's doing? Let's put him in charge of the country.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, he knows business, and well, in the sense that, like, he knows how to work businesses in such a way that he can manipulate them so that it works for him. Not necessarily. That's not necessarily. It's what it reminds me of, dude. The other day I was sitting and I don't remember what I was watching, but someone was talking about how like the way Trump makes his money is by using like failed venture after failed venture after failed venture, and it reminded me of the fucking producers. Remember the producers?
I remember the producers.
Where like they found the loophole that was like, hey, if we make a shitty Broadway play, we'll actually make more money than if we make a hit. So what did they do? They went out and make Springtime for Hitler, and it ended up being a smash hit. That's like what's fucking happening.
Springtime for a Trumpler.
Seriously, that's what's going on.
And QAnon.
So we just went from fucking Frankenfurter Trump to Springtime for Hitler Trump.
You can replace.
But no, that's really what it's about. Is like it's like if he makes enough bad business ventures, he'll actually get paid more money for those failed ventures than he would if he actually succeeded. And that's what seems to have been how he made all the money that he did, was sort of by like intentionally flopping. And it didn't go the producer's way where it backfired on them. It actually worked, and he made a shitload of money out of it. Probably because of like, hiding, his tax documents and shit like that,
Yeah. But to be fair, the producers was a Broadway play and a movie.
Yeah, well, yes, it's fiction, but it's weird, the parallels.
But also in the sense of, like, how exactly does that work? That you get, X amount of, like, failed businesses, and yet you're still, like, considered, like, a genius, like, mogul. Like, how the fuck... That doesn't make sense at all. Like, even Vince McMahon would just be like, God damn, pal, nobody's gonna believe that shit.
Come into the WWE and we'll shave your head. Actually, we'll shave my head.
But
that is a good point. Like, how did he get the reputation of being such a real estate genius if all of it was like a bunch of flops?
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't all flops. I don't know. Like, maybe Trump Tower was an industry success, but like you say, a lot of what you hear is like, nope, this failed, that failed. Remember the stakes? Yep, that failed. Remember Trump University? Oh yeah, that failed. Remember this? That failed.
Well, even the workers that he'd hired to like build things and whatnot, he like refused to fucking pay them.
Yeah, stiffing contractors and shit like that.
Yeah, stiffing contractors, and contractors would try and take him to court, and it was just too expensive because he would just keep appealing the judgment, and then it would just keep dragging it out. It would cost him too much money.
The dick.
Yeah, seriously. Speaking of dicks.
He's an asshole. Speaking of dicks. What other dick is there to speak of?
That's asshole.
So, Gene Simmons from Kiss, yes.
Oh, yes.
Asshole. Reading a news
yes,
article.
If you frequent this podcast at all, you know that there's two things we talk about a lot, and that is wrestling and Kiss.
Because it's very much intertwined sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially at one point where they had a Kiss-themed wrestler.
Sadly.
Yes. Still better than the Brooklyn Brawler, to be fair.
Or the Goon.
Or Max Moon.
Oh, God.
Bastion Booger.
Oh, man.
Doink the Clown.
Hey, I actually like Doink before he became like shitty. Before they made him a baby face, Doink was pretty cool.
Anyways. So, headline on this one, Gene Simmons is moving to Washington to escape tax burden of living in California. So, the article says, this is on blabbermouth.net, by the way, for anybody who cares. So, according to the Wall Street Journal, Gene Simmons is putting up his house in the Benedict Canyon area of Los Angeles on the market for $22 million.
Mm.
Kiss bassist, vocalist, and his wife are moving to a 24-acre estate in Washington near Mount Rainier to escape